I am so excited to have this brother come on my broadcast today. I call him friend and brother, the one and only Harold Leffall, a.k.a. the Juice Guy. Now, I met Harold years ago when he came out with this book titled Brother CEO, a business success guide for African American men. And then he came out with Living from Within, Get into the Heart of True Happiness, Self-Acceptance, and Peace. Then he had a book titled I Am Enough. And I have it's a pullover shirt or sweatshirt that has that on it. And people stop me all the time and say, yes, 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 I am enough too. And now I call it a mission from God. He has a book titled Juicing 101, The Essential Guide to Good Health and Weight Loss. But he has another book about juicing on the way. Plus, he has a health tour I am so excited about, which is why I invited him on the broadcast today. But before we get into it, Harold Leffall, what's up, man?
What's up, Larry W. Robinson? How you doing, man?
I am good. So we gonna act like we don't know each other.
Okay, let's do that. Let's try.
But man, I am so excited for you and this tour, Juicing for Health Tour 2024. And of course, you know, I'm ultra excited about you coming here to Houston, Texas. But before we get into that, do you mind just sharing with the listening audience a little bit about your healing journey and why this mission of helping people heal from within is so important to you?
Well, you know, Larry, back in 2015, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And it was a shock to me, and it was an awakening for me because, like so many people, I just didn't think a lot about what I was putting in my body. And it was only after I got the diagnosis of cancer and started doing research and discovered that so much of what was in my diet, meat and dairy, were contributing factors to prostate cancer. And so for me, it was definitely a wake-up call to make some changes in my life. And one of the things I started doing immediately was started fueling my bodies with fruits and vegetables, and mostly in the form of juices, because that was the most efficient way for me to get all the nutrients that I felt my body needed. Yeah.
And so let me just say, you know, I have been following you since Brother CEO.
Yeah, that was about almost 30 years ago.
Listen, I'm like, Lord, I've been knowing you that long. But it's amazing that you started and now people are connecting with you from around the world on social media and people of influence. I want to talk just a little bit about how just doing what you believe God has called you to do will put you in spaces and places to be connected to people of influence. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, Larry, as you know, when I started this journey, I started doing videos probably about 4 years ago, just sharing, you know, the recipes that I was making and just trying to make people a little bit more aware of the power of the foods that we put in our bodies. And at the time, nobody was watching my videos, maybe 10, 20 people here and there. But, you know, I kept doing it because I knew that it was something that needed to be shared. I know that a lot of us are just so busy, we're not really thinking about things like, okay, what should I be putting in my body? And so I just kept doing it. And then all of a sudden, you know, I did one video that went viral, and I really didn't know what was going on. The numbers just started going up. But I did a video talking about the high incidence of cancer in the United States versus other countries and how the foods are so different, not the foods that are so different, the ingredients. They have a lot of the same foods that we have in this country, but the ingredients are different and not as harmful. And that video went viral, and Kourtney Kardashian saw the video, and she shared that video onto her Instagram. And, you know, things just changed from there.
And literally, the rest is history. The rest is history in the making. It's not like it's history like it's gone and forever forgotten, but it's literally history in the making because from there, you've had other videos shared. Of course, you've had other people of influence connect with you as well. But you know what I love? When you tell me stories, Harold, when you're just out in everyday life and people stop you to tell you how what you're doing has been impacting them and making a sincere difference in their lives. I know it makes me feel good, but I'm curious, how does that make you feel when everyday people stop you and tell you those testimonies and stories?
That is so, first of all, it's amazing to me, and it's such a blessing just to be able to help people by sharing my story. Mm-hmm. I believe when we share our stories, not only are we healed, but we help other people to heal. Mm-hmm. And it has just been amazing to see, and humbling, you know, to see how God can use pain for purpose.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? So you sent me a text. I mean, I think it was like 4 a.m. talking about you were going on this tour. You were putting things together for a tour. And I don't think I texted you back. I think I called. I'm like, don't be texting me with nothing exciting like this. I want to talk about this. So I am so excited about Juicing for Health Tour 2024. And of course, you know, I'm excited about the fact that you're coming to Houston, Texas. People can go to thegoodlivingnow.com. That's thegoodlivingnow.com for more information. But tell me the intention. I'm excited for you, but tell me, you know what? I was excited. So excited. It was as if you said, Larry, we're going on tour. But seriously though, tell me the intention behind the Juicing for Health Tour. And I love some of the things. Can you give us just a little sneak peek? Don't give it all away, but a sneak peek of what we can expect on this tour.
Well, you know, I think I must have texted you when God gave me the idea. So God has been waking me up out of my sleep like early in the morning with downloads and ideas, and gave it to me to do a tour to go and meet the people and let folks know how important it is in what we put in our bodies. Because again, I just don't think a lot of people, we think enough about how we're fueling our bodies. And what I say, and one of the messages that I want to get across on this tour is the fact that everything that we put in our mouth is either fighting disease or feeding disease.
Ooh, say it again. Everything we put in our mouth, say that to us again,
is either fighting disease or feeding disease. And so not only will I be on the tour sharing, you know, my story and my journey and some of the things that have really helped me on my healing journey, but I'm going to have guests who will share their miraculous healing journeys on how they have, you know, reversed things like diabetes, high blood pressure, and yes, even cancer.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited about it. And I'm excited because you just almost finished and will be releasing a new book to go along with this journey, correct?
Yes. It's the Juicing. The title of the tour is the same title of the book. And this book is a comprehensive guide that has very specific recipes around certain ailments. So there's recipes for blood pressure, recipes for cholesterol, recipes if you want to lose weight. So it's a comprehensive guide to really help people on their juicing journey.
I love it. It's the Juicing for Health Tour 2024. You know him as the Juice Guy. I know him as the one and only Mr. Harold Leffall. Go to thegoodlivingnow.com for more information about his new book, Juicing for Health, and then also the tour, Juicing for Health Tour 2024. It might be coming to a city near you. Any final thoughts and comments, the Juice Guy, Harold, you'd like to leave with the listeners today?
Well, here's what I want to remind people, that I know sometimes when you're going through a health crisis or challenge, it sometimes can feel hopeless and bleak. But here's what I know, is that change is possible. Healing is possible.
That's good. Well, you know what? I want you to say, because you say it in almost the end of every video, so I want you to say that as we encourage people to go to thegoodlivingnow.com.
You know what to do. Go ahead. Get your juice on.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man, for being a guest on the broadcast today.
Thank you for having me.